Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Fnatic versus OpTic Gaming, Game 3. I'm OpTic. I'm here, of course, once again with Blitz. And Blitz, without a shadow of a doubt, this game is going to be incredible, Blitz. I can feel, you know, we have that feeling. I've got that feeling for this game.
That's what we said at the beginning of this
There's
series,
no
too.
way that this game is going to be one-sided like Game 1 or Game 2. It's just impossible. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. It can't. This one, it's going to be close, Blitz. Tell me this. Look at the drafts. Tell me, Blitz, it's going to be a close one.
You sound so desperate right now. Yeah, it might be close. We'll see. I'm just not going to get my hopes up. I'm going to hope for the best. I just want an exciting game. Don't even care who wins at this point.
Oh, absolutely not.
Just make it close.
Let's see, let's give the game that the fans here in the UK deserve to them. They've turned up in their millions, I'm sure, out there. I've not quite counted them all, but there's a lot. And this game, Fnatic versus OpTic Gaming, everything on the line here as we keep iterating. This game's so important in terms of getting the chance of making it to the top 8 at the Dota Pro circuit and getting that direct invite to the International 2018.
Yeah,
So
for Fnatic, it's one game.
Yeah.
They just need this one game and they've got enough. For OpTic, they need another series after this, but you get
have to go through
your...
VP as well, yeah?
But who knows?
They got a long road, but
knows?
it's a capable one.
Yes. At least you give yourself the chance, and the crowd getting hyped for this one as Zai setting up at bottom, trying to hit out Universe. Freeplay no longer aggroing this. PPD coming in as well.
He's got the stun. Quite time for PPD to come in. They're unlikely to get the kill, but at the least, a lot of bullying. Sort of pushing Universe away. He will pop the TP immediately, get himself over to the creep wave so he can get some action here from those first heroes coming down. PPD, of course, immediately TPing up towards the top to form these dual lanes. He's going to be backing up 33, who he will be playing the Lycan up against this Pi and MV Spectre Ogre Magi dual lane top.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a Pycat Axe. Not really expected here in mid lane. DJ just trying to harass out early on. But CCNC shouldn't care about this too much. Of course, DJ here just to make sure that the Razor doesn't overrun this Kunkka. Really hard matchup for him.
Now, Fnatic know that if they can secure Abed a strong lane at the start, he does wonders with it. We saw it in Game 2 on the Kunkka. This time around, of course, Fnatic picking that Kunkka a little earlier in the draft, being a little more confident with it, knowing that they just make sure that Abed has a good time at the start, and he's going to be hitting those combos, making the plays, and having a lot of potential to sort of disrupt the early pace and aggression that OpTic are likely to bring against them with this this lineup built around this Lycan.
CCNC going to get hit early by that Torrent, but a lot of damage already taken down from Abed. Trading some hits, but not really going to do too much as the lanes at bottom. Pycat, one stack on him only. DJ with the lift, just trying to get the brass off. The stun flies in from Zai. No follow-up though.
Trading quite a significant bit of damage back towards DJ, but as we say, he's geared up with the regen. Salve and a couple of tangos still in his pocket, ready to go, and they do get a couple of stacks now onto Zai, now up to 3. Pycat there, cool won't connect, but it does at least stop DJ and Universe from chasing any further.
Abed gonna find a haste rune. Coming back to mid. No kill potential anywhere though as
Let's get a nice hit onto CCNC, and of course, indeed, straight away breaking the static link. Looks to come back in with the Torrent. He's actually found the connection here.
Since he's getting pretty low here.
Can he finish this one off? Abed looking for the angle. Tidebringer won't be quite enough damage. Verifiers there for CCNC as well as a salve. CCNC will be able to recover.
If he didn't fairy fire there, he might have just gone down.
Did look pretty darn close indeed.
Early pressure.
Given the old slow Ogre run down onto PPD, but isn't going to pursue it any further. Looks to return back towards Envy, just make sure that Envy has sort of the safety to farm here, but it's going to get a lot harder now with the point in Enfeeble. Universe at the same time down bottom, finding out Zai's level 3 now with the Flame Break.
First blood.
And that chase down with the Firefly. Zai, can he get himself away from this? A couple of bright clicks should do it. He's salving up. Pycat there as well with the Battle Hunger, looking to slow down Universe, and that will save Zai. Not only keeping him alive, but also making sure that that last hit didn't come through, cancelling the salve, so Zai, he'll be able to stay in lane.
Half a hit away from that first blood. OpTic, 2 games in a row have gotten it, although it was the only kill they got last game.
See down bottom, PPD trying to pull these creeps away from Pi, stopping Pi from being able to get the pull around. So Pi will still be able to take the majority of them though. and secure that more sort of farm safety for MV up on top lane. Down bottom, Zai TPs himself out of danger. A fair few stacks onto PyCap, but Universe a little low on the mana, so won't chase down anymore. Mid lane, looking at the CS, 14 to 7, 13 for 3. As we can see, that sort of early presence of having the Rubik in the lane has sort of allowed Arbed to get over those first few levels where, as you mentioned, can be pretty hard against a Razor as a melee hero.
Yeah, it's really awkward in the beginning of CCNC.
Neat little plays from Arbed.
Only for the illusion rune, though.
Still, they're just, yeah, as we see, no bottle out on either of the two mids yet, so not quite as punishing as it could have been, but it was still nicely done.
And right now, the sacrifice. Envy in this top lane just consistently getting enfeebled.
It's not fun to play against. He's hitting around there with, well, 51 minus 60, then plus with the Quelling Blade. It's not much.
Very good at math, Owen is.
Yeah.
For the millions of you out there in the crowd, as he said.
It's a tough lane for Envy, and an easy lane for 33. This Lycan, he's getting free farm.
He's getting absolute free farm right
He's getting 3-3 farm.
So at bottom Universe. Not doing the best against PyCat. They want to make an attempt on his life right now as DJ. Just getting the hits in. PyCat bringing him over, the stun gonna fly in. Might just be first blood.
They should get it, surely telekinesis. Can he get out? He's gonna get away. Now they can look to turn because PyCat, he's got 5 stacks on him. PyCat, he's gonna be the first to fall. They might just get Zai as well. The stun from Py comes through. Pylite looks to block him off. Zai will be able to turn and get the stun. But again, these body blocks from this big Pylite die. Blocking Zai with his big old backside, and he'll set up for another. Fnatic get both of them.
Finally, Fnatic picking up the first blood of the game with a very nice bait. PyCat, though, very quick.
Oh! The Universe has got battle hunger. It's not going to be enough. Universe, he can walk it out. So Fnatic losing no one out of that altercation on the bottom lane. They'll head over to the shrine.
Meanwhile, PPD continues up in this top lane.
I mean, I think he's working with about 10 right. Oh, there we go. He's got the dagger. He'll cure himself a couple there.
I think that's the only way that he's going to get last hits.
Oh, no. Denies from the Bane.
Oh, he gets one?
Oh, did he?
With the Desolate damage.
DJ. He's been chased it, but Arbed.
Zai once again.
He's come across. There's 4 here. Looking towards Zai. There is no escape for Zai's Fnatic. They'll take another, and Arbed, he'll claim that extra bit of bounty gold from that kill top lane. The Wolves are coming in, 33 playing aggressive as he looks to try and find Envy in the tree line. PPD's there as well. Envy trying his best with the Jukes. And he should be fine by the looks of it. No sort of backup coming in, but OpTic unable to really chase down Envy enough to get the kill at this stage. The Spectral Dagger just allowing Envy sort of that extra escape mechanism to keep himself safe. Sal will not be popped here by PPD as he was looking to try and cancel it. MV is able to get himself back up to full health. Still though, it really is a struggling Spectre lane. PPD making this lane a literal nightmare for MV.
Yeah, no pun intended, but they have definitely fed him to the wolves right now. They are not helping him whatsoever in this lane.
It's an early tower, 7 minutes.
Yeah, 33, has an incredible level of farm right now.
48 CS at 7 minutes, and he's not missing a creep.
CCNC, mid lane is going to go down to the boat and the 2 supports rotation.
So it really is for this middle lane, the bottom lane, Fnatic, they're making the plays, they're getting the kills, but OpTic, they're securing this dream lane for 33's Lycan.
Yeah, they have not rotated a support in quite some time. They're finally going to do so with DJ coming up here at level 5. They've done a better job of securing his farm than Envy's at this point. Envy just about to pick up his boots.
And look at that stat there, PyCat. I mean, understandably, he's not been playing a lot of Axe games. The last time he won with it in a pro game was 2014 with Alliance. It's a long time ago, Blitz. So a real change-up in the draft and sort of the player-hero combinations that OpTic are doing this game.
Yeah, but so far it looks like it's paying off. Even though Fnatic have this 4-0 lead, it's 1k in favor of OG on the back of that tower.
I like Zai. You get the slow onto Zai. Universe coming across Zai. Hook up for the TP out. Zai, he is going to make it away. Hike out with the call as well, just to make sure the Fnatic can't get the extra right clicks out onto Zai. Keeping his Leshrac alive. Envy, TPing back to base. Wants to refuel, pick up the boots. He's got the level 6. We'll see if Fnatic can find anything across the map to set up. Mid lane, that may be the target. We'll see if he wants to join in, and he certainly does. Envy, he's been struggling in terms of getting the farm, but he wants to get involved with these kills. Straight up, level 6 is hit. Back to base, refuels, gets himself involved.
Yeah, once again, they're putting all of this on Abed, giving him the best possible game. the early dual lane, abandoning Envy. Abed, a lot of hopes are going to ride on his shoulders. And this one as TP coming in from Universe towards bottom lane. Want to try to pressure Pycat. He's already got 1,500 gold. Can pick up that early blink if he wants.
In this sort of game, do you think that is the way to go on the Axe rather than the Vanguard once again? I mean, we saw an Axe already this series. You know, I think it was Universe in the first game going for the Blink Dagger Rush. Do you like it once again for Pycat?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to give yourself options by just waiting.
And look at this rotation as well. Smoke from OpTic coming down towards the bottom. 33 with the shapeshift ready to go. Zai, he's got the slow, trying to allow Pycat to close the gap for the call, but he can't quite get in onto Universe. 33 still looking to dive past the tower. He's got the walls on the front line. Universe with a quick flame break to knock him back. The same time up top, a go being made up to BPD. Universe will fall as 33 is able to chase down, but at the same time, Envy is able to get PPD.
They needed something for Envy. And they're going to create some space for him.
But OpTic, they are playing the perfect pace around this 33 Lycan. They move him from top to bottom. After taking the tier 1 tower there, they get the kill onto the Universe, and 10 minutes in, they're taking another tower with this Lycan.
This is some weird amalgamation of both games, where in game number 1, OpTic were getting all the towers that they wanted, and in game number 2, Fnatic were getting all the kills that they wanted. But this time around, a much closer affair as DJ smoked up level 6. He wants to look for something right now. CCNC gonna avoid that by walking over to the left, and it looks like PPD gonna go down again. Abed trying to find the angle right now. DJ gonna come in from the front. Here comes the lift.
Straight away, dragging PPD back into the hands of Abed and Envy. A bit of action for Fnatic as now 7-1. They can put some pressure onto this tier 1 tower top. Obviously not nearly the same amount of pushing power that OpTic have around the Lycan, but they'll still give it their best shot here, starting to put some damage onto this tier 1 tower.
And it is the early Blink Dagger pickup from Pycat.
It's not going to catch them by surprise though. They have the warding down around their jungle, Fnatic, so they know that that Blink Dagger is there on Pycat. We'll still see if he's able to make a play with it. He'll back off, will TP himself up towards the top lane. They're bringing 33 in as well. We'll see if they can get a catch. Straight away, Fnatic though, they're making the play themselves, looking towards 33 with the bow. The duets are sort of split up behind the trees. Fnatic making sure it's incredibly hard for OpTic to get that catch that they want with these core rotations.
Looks like they're just trying to disengage Abed.
He has been spotted out
here.
They see him with the wolf, quickly trying to juke out the stun, but Zai, he makes the connection, finds the target. Abed is surrounded, they'll find the kill. Taking down the Kunkka. The movement successful.
Bottom lane, PPD. He's got the ulti.
Straight away.
Coming in too.
They should have a good shot at this one. Is there any sort of chance for Fnatic to head over and help this man out? Envy, he's in trouble. Grips out from PPD, holding him down as CCNC beats him to pieces with the lightning storm.
Finally striking back in the kill department. Getting 2 big ones.
33.
Both cores.
Look at the damage here for the army. He finds DJ as well. He's chasing
Universe
down.
gets gold.
Pycat has the control. That's a dunk down. Sets up for the double kill for 33. This Lycan that has had a beautiful time to start this switch over and sort of rolls really from OpTic. It's looking very, very good. 33 is having a beautiful beginning to this game. He's doing all the right things and more.
Yeah, he's level 12. Or he's level 9 at 12 minutes, sorry, and he almost has Necro 3. Hook number 2 gonna fly in. That is so early. That is so much pressure to the supports. It's so hard as a Rubik or an Ogre to play against that.
And look, as we can see there already, the moves around the maps, and as you can see from those sorts, the kills that he's got as well have always been so deep across the map because he's so far ahead. He can play as aggressive as he is with the shapeshift.
And now some deeper wards being placed on that mid-hill. And Zai and Pycat just trying to create this kill squad. They've got the level 6 on the Zai much sooner than he had it in the last game.
Let's see what they can find. Fnatic.
Might just run into Pycat here, smoked up.
Leading the charge. Zai's here as well. Fnatic, who are they going to get the jump on the opposing gun? Pycat's quick with the blink. They're looking to chase it though. Straight away, Envy with the horn, locking down Pycat. They've got their eyes on Zai as well as Envy gets the dagger onto both of them, slowing them both down. Pycat will fall. They'll get Zai as well. Again, great use to the horn as Fnatic are making these moves as a team.
Very well done. Deep wards being placed. They saw it the entire way through. They knew nobody else was going to come. And Abed being pinged out right now. They spotted him with the ward. 33 is down here too. Killer right now for OpTic.
Got the shapeshift back available in 15 seconds, and as you say, a few hundred gold away from having the level 3 Necro book.
He's been spotted though, PPD. Running into the ward there. So they know this attempt, if it comes.
Abed keeping himself safe with the X mark. Armlet pretty much done for Abed.
They've got the ward down. They see both heroes here. They want to try to make the sandwich. 33 doesn't have Necro books up for just a little bit.
Quick with the telekinesis. He's got the stolen call as well to disable PPD that a little bit longer so PPD can't get his skill set out. There's Abed revealing himself from the trees, trying to move on into PPD, but now CCNC at 33. They jump forward. Abed gets the boat out. The stun holds back 33, but CCNC continues to chase the static they're building up. He's got the armlet. He can't toggle his way out of that though, as the walls, the Razor beat him down. That's going to be Abed done at the same time up top. Pycat. We're going to chase down Pi as the call. Pi light up pretty tanky, of course, on this Ogre Magi. So Pycat will not be able to finish him off. And V getting bloodlusted, but Pycat already backing his way out of there. As OpTic, they take another tower. 14 minutes in, they continue to take these towers at an incredible rate. They do maintain this 3K lead. They want to try and push. They know how strong their Lycan is in the moment.
They know that Universe doesn't have to TP. Now they're going to start bringing heroes back. Abed TPing in for this short distance, but deems it worthy, and OpTic are going to make their way towards mid.
They're stepping up this pressure. It's 33. Doing a lot of damage here to this tier 2 tower, and 15 minutes in, they've taken another tier 2. I believe, what was it? It was 16 minutes in game 1 that they took all the tier 1s and tier 2s. It's not quite at the same rate, but it's incredibly close to it. 15 minutes in, only a tier 2 standing top for Fnatic. Again, OpTic, very good at sort of playing these push-oriented lineups and just finding the right time to make the moves.
Yeah. And in this game, they have a much easier way of going for the Roshan too with the Lycan.
As we can see there, all the sort of the gold that the 33 is now missing out in terms of creeps, he's picking it up in buildings as well. And that's of course going to benefit his whole team. So even though it looks even between those two, you're seeing that 4K lead because of the fact that everyone on OpTic is benefiting from the pace that they're playing, taking down these towers.
And Envy has to just continue to farm up. Highlight Die going to run into PPD right now. The backup is coming from OpTic. This should be a free kill. Fiend Script is going to come in.
And of course, no interest from the rest of Fnatic to head over and help Pi. They'll let him go.
It's the casual Highlight Die death. You're going to buy some time for Envy to farm another wave at bottom very aggressively. OpTic, they can't just allow this Spectre to continue to farm like this. Getting closer and closer to that relic. Only 1,000 gold now away.
He really is. We saw what Envy was able to do with the Radiant's timing in game 2 with his lone Druid. And having it at sort of the same rate that he's sort of working towards is going to be quite something for them to deal with OpTic. OpTic at the moment just wanting to keep the pressure up. The lightning bounces onto Abed, but Abed's able to get into the fog of war.
They still want this chase. They see him.
Look at the way they block him in as well with the army. Stun comes through. He has got the run protecting him. That may buy him enough safety. We'll see. 33's trying to come in. He's looking for the crits. Can Abed keep himself alive in any sort of shape or fashion? He's turning with the armlet toggles, but he can't get out of that one. OpTic, again, getting in with the Lycan. 33 making sure that they can take these early fights. PPD will be left behind.
With the haunt.
He wants to make sure he can come in and maybe look to come in for more. Straight away, the TP's around. 33 Zai, they're out of there. Pycat does have a TP available, but it's hard for him to get away now with Universe chasing him down. He has got the ult available as he closes the gap, drags him back with the lasso. Fnatic will get a couple out of that push.
They were trying to give the last hit to Envy. Getting so close now to that relic. And that's the trade-off right now. You're going to lose some heroes, but you've got to make space for this guy.
They really are playing against a timer, OpTic Gaming. And so far, the pressure has certainly been on, and sure, there they get Abed, but they can't sort of afford these trades where Envy is able to come out on top.
And look at this.
Just making sure that Envy can farm these neutrals. You know, he pings them. He said, come on, back off.
This is the best part about playing with Highlight Die as a 5 position, is he's always going to create this barrier between you and the rest of the heroes. And it looks like just a random death, but it's totally not. He's done such a good job of making sure that they can't get to Envy, that he's out there first. This is a level 7 Ogre with 1,800 net worth. His death at this point doesn't mean a lot. But getting Envy an extra 2 waves, a neutral creep here or there, it means so much to this team.
Relic pretty much complete for Envy.
33 has the ult, is going to pop it.
Ooh, who's he going to look for?
He's looking for Envy right now.
He is. He's charging towards Envy. This is a pretty key time if they can get Envy. He's got the money, but he hasn't got the courier out.
Oh no, the timing of this.
Look at the same time from the side. No, Envy can't get out. There's no help coming towards him. He's down. They're able to slow down that Relic by just a little bit by being able to find that kill. A big kill for 33 to find, of course, on his own.
They're going to ping Zai right now. He's going to try to go for the TP. Universe going to see him in the trees, but DJ just half a second behind.
Didn't quite have the lasso available. Was still literally a couple of seconds cooldown. But that catch is going to become certainly a little bit easier for Fnatic as DJ has nearly got his own Blink Dagger. 1700 gold towards it. Abed, Crystal is stunned. So again, pretty good timing. Obviously not quite the same speed as the Kunkka that played in game 2, but still very admirable.
33, level 15, has a BKB queued up, is not that far from a Necro 3, Medallion, Helm of Dom.
He's playing this Lycan absolutely beautifully, and it's this sort of flexibility, this sort of switch around between 33 and PyCat that is very scary for teams that have to play against OpTic. These sort of moves you don't expect, and 33 is showing us some fantastic Lycan play. I mean, we know that he's micro strong with heroes like the Visage, and he's showing here with his Lycan that he is quite a force to be reckoned with. OpTic, they did set him up a perfect lane, and he is not letting that go to waste this game.
They're walking in right now towards that Roche pit. 33 doesn't have the ult quite yet, but would take this very quickly.
He's got that DD rune.
Was thinking about it.
Still is a little scary to fight around the pit with the Bat Rider. They've got the combo from Kunkka, and they know that Haunty is back up, and are also aware that Envy will very shortly have the full Radiance.
He's so close to it right now. Only 500 gold away. He's going to use this time that OpTic goes into this Roshan pit to just try to farm out. And notice Py's position again. Very front forward, always in front of Envy, making sure that they have to get through him first if they are going to find this Spectre. You know about the Roshan attempt? It seems like Highlight Die.
They're not getting in it. OpTic are going to get away with it. CCNC takes the Aegis, and now they're looking for the kill as they'll run towards Pi. Highlight Die, no escape for him with the damage again that 33 is outputting at this stage. Impossible for Highlight Die to escape.
Yeah, they continue to trade his life just so that Envy goes bottom, continuing his farm. Very diligent. He understands the game plan right now. And OpTic is aware that the Relic is online, Radiance shortly to follow. They're trying to speed up the game right now because even with just the Radiance, they won't fear the Spectre. Their Lycan is way too big at this point.
Yep. There's no doubt about it. 33, if he gets the chance to spot out the real Envy in the fight and run him down, especially with the BKB, it's pretty much impossible for exactly. They're sure they can try and
look at this board. They see Universe.
It's the jump forward though still with the lasso dragging back Zai. There's DJ to follow up, and they'll pop the horn as well. They've found one. Can they get anything more out of this? PyCat and PPD trying to run themselves away. CCNC actually comes in from the back line with the BKB. He's just coming in straight away. Does manage to take
far
down
from the rest of his team,
but he is going to fall for this. Can the rest of OpTic Gaming coming to fight around CCNC? It looks like Fnatic don't want to try and take a fight. OpTic certainly do though. PyCat in immediately with the call and the dunk down onto Highlight Die. OpTic Gaming.
They're going to go high ground.
That play there from CCNC looked a little YOLO, but it made sense. He just wanted to throw his life away with the Aegis to make sure that they could kill the Kunkka. Arguably the biggest issue at the moment on Fnatic, and it's going to mean that they're able to force Fnatic into a position where Abed, he's having to buy back now. And that's what OpTic came for. They maintain this lead, they grow it even more, 9k advantage to them.
They're trying to find somebody. Universe with no ult, pops the Firefly. And now that the buyback from Abed's committed, that's going to send them back, but still, they got a lot of what they came for. Good damage on that top tower, continuing to pressure, the buyback forced.
So 13, but 9k lead, OpTic Gaming. Still playing incredibly fast. 33's like in 13,000 net worth, 603. He has had no problem whatsoever this game.
And now it's starting to haunt Fnatic. Their decision to sack Envy. He did eventually pick up this Radiance at a very reasonable time, but leaving him alone in that top lane, you're starting to see what happens.
They've got to try and stall this game, Fnatic. so that Envy, as you said, could get sort of that second major item at the least, so he can turn up to these fights with the Horn and not worry about dying straight away. Top lane PPD. This smoke, maybe seeing if he could set up with the Fiend's Grip, but already Envy and Pylai die, backing away.
And the dagger season. Pylai die continuing to be the bodyguard for Envy as Universe just trying to clear up this creep wave. OpTic, this is going to force them back.
And Abed, after that buyback, he's still getting very close to the Daedalus. He's only got enough for the Demon Edge. Top lane, Pylai die. He's being hunted. We'll go straight away for the TP out, and he will make it just before Zai is able to get round.
And this is what they need to do. Just continue to buy time, play a little bit risky, send somebody up there. If Pi dies in that position, it's okay because it resets things a little bit. You need to force OpTic to just run around.
Oh yeah, as long as you can stop them from grouping up and pushing with their Lycan.
Yeah, and I like
you're,
this.
You're relatively happy as Fnatic.
You see what Fnatic are doing? They're trying to make an aggressive move. This would buy them even more time, especially if they could find this Lycan. He has the BKB, but he would still go down. They have a lot of damage here.
Jump forward. They managed to get the lasso. They perfectly lock him down. They've got the torrent into the boat. They've done it. Perfect execution from Fnatic as Universe. They might find more side jump. He's heading over. Envy, he gets it on his own with the Horn, getting over, getting a second.
And this is brilliant.
That is exactly what Fnatic need, as you say. If they can make these aggressive plays, whilst being a significant amount behind in terms of net worth, the game gets very scary for OpTic, especially losing 33's Lycan, who is yet to die this game. Yeah. Brilliant initiation from Universe.
They've got fantastic comeback heroes. You've got the Batrider with the BKB piercing jump, the Kunkka with the cleave, the Spectre. Everyone knows how annoying this hero is to play against late game.
Oh yeah.
Envy without Haunt though for 100 seconds. They want to just avoid things.
And look at the build as well that Envy has queued up. We'll see if he does commit to it. Now he changes. I was wondering. He did have the BKB up there for a moment, but he has switched it back to the, of course, the more orthodox Manta style. As he's got a lot of money after those 2 kills.
And he's even a higher level than Lycan at this point. And OpTic, you can start to sense they're getting a little bit frustrated here. They had such a big lead. It's still substantial, but
they know, I mean, they know with these heroes, the game is only going to get harder the longer it goes.
Yes, and now the Kunkka has that completed Daedalus. It's quite strong now. All it takes is one really good crit and a jump on a core hero and Pylai die.
Pushing up.
This tag team, he's the first one scouting. He sees that nobody else is here, and Fnatic are going to pick up a tier 2 tower for free.
And OpTic, they are desperately looking to find any sort of opening to break into the high ground. They're putting pressure onto the tier 3, will force out a fortification from Fnatic. As OpTic, they're ready to go again. Shapeshift's available, they have all the ultimates. Can Fnatic put a stop to this? This is a crucial time to push. It's still, what, 30 seconds where there is no Horn available for Envy. But it's still, you can see OpTic, it is a tricky position for them to be in.
Yeah, they're incredibly afraid, because they know if they blow another fight, the game becomes even. And then it's in their corner to do everything right. For Fnatic, the game plan is very simple. Hold your high ground. Even if you lose one set of racks, it would be okay as long as it isn't disastrous.
But I
you
like
lose multiple heroes, but they're going to go for the smoke here. Universe trying to find that angle right now. Zai showing himself.
And look at that as well with the stolen walls.
Jump.
The stolen walls, getting the vision there. DJ giving the information the Universe needed to jump in, but there's a lot here, so they'll take Universe.
And they need to back out right now. Fnatic, they can't afford to lose additional heroes here. If they do, OpTic might just go for the high ground, and 33 gonna run into Pylai die.
No escaping here for the Ogre, so they do. That was not the aggressive play that Fnatic were hoping for there. It looked like they sort of got ahead of themselves with the vision, as I say, from the stolen walls the DJ was using, and Universe committing. It was not the fight they wanted to jump into. 2 are dead, even if they are to buy back on the back. There's no lasso available. There's no sort of catch. This top racks is going OpTic. They're sort of being handed the opportunity to finally be able to break this pace. 28 minutes in still, though, the pace that they want to play, getting that opening.
And you got to get out of here right now.
It's underneath that ward, they know his whereabouts. They're TPing over. Look, Mass coming over to the shrine. Envy looking to TP out.
1 second.
Out of there in time. Will get himself away.
They cannot afford mistakes like that, though. Universe was so far in front of the rest of his team. They were on the low ground on the river. They had no way of helping him out. They thought it was just going to be a free jump on a Zai, but everybody from OpTic were there. And at that point, it's just you have to retreat. If you lose more than one hero, OpTic are going high ground.
Universe, as soon as the last is better, but he's ready to make a play, but CCNC just picked up Linkers. He just had it picked up and it caught Fnatic by surprise. They weren't prepared to pop it. As CCNC, he's more than fine. Universe unable to find that play due to that literal just pickup of the Lincoln Sphere on CCNC.
The timing on that couldn't have been better. So now they're going to get to the shrine for free. And OpTic once again in the driver's seat. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable about this. Envy continuing to farm, just doing whatever he can to extend this game. He's going to stay up here, but Zai, he's looking for it. He sees the dagger path. Lays out the Edict 2, stun, barely going to wait, but he runs into Envy.
He has turned off the radiance, he does look to horn himself out.
And he's found the angle. He goes under CCNC.
To sneak himself away. Sure, one is used, but again, as we're saying, any sort of extension to the game, it's going to be Fnatic that are going to be the happy ones.
Envy getting a little bit greedy there. Zai, really nice game sense to find him. And now the aggressive smoke.
They want to make a play. They know whilst that horn is down, it's very hard for Envy to respond if they do find a pick-off. And look who's over here. They'll head up to the high ground. They found Mr. Pilot Eye once again. So they'll take him. As you can see, that heat map and the depth spots as well. It's certainly adding a little bit of variety to the areas that he's deciding to die in the map. But as you say, he's doing his job. DJ, on the other hand, he's in trouble. The Fiends group comes out, they will get themselves both of the supports out of this. Pilot actually buying back.
Look at this mid lane.
33. Going in, Arbed, looking for the Tidebringer hit. 33 backs off with the BKB.
With 2 heroes dead, though, this might be just another Rax.
They do have buyback available on the 2 of them. We'll see if OpTic can force it out. They may want to be a bit careful with the fact that 33 BKB is on cooldown for 50 seconds. Shapeshift, of course, as well. Still another 35 before that's back.
Triple catapult, though.
See if they can force out these buybacks. It's just the 3 of them, still no horn. Very hard for them to hold, and DJ, he will buy back. They'll look to open up with the torrent onto 33. Arbed jumping forward. With Nightmare from PPD giving some sort of defensive potential. Oh, Envy! He's getting called out. The BKB's out as well. Envy's falling incredibly low. They've got the stun on him. This Spectre in trouble. Envy's got to back himself away. CCNC's going to be able to find the kill, though. That's Envy down. They do get 33 though response, though. Fnatic, can they get more out of this? Pycat tries for the call. He's trying to hold them back here. OpTic, they're falling pretty low, though. Fire Blast out onto Pycat. Pycat turns. Battle Hunger out onto Arbed. He's shawled up. Zai a little on the mana, so can't get the stun out. Arbed's going to still fall, though, and he's dead for 70. No buyback. Jump forward. DJ stolen call. Pulling CCNC in towards the tower. Universe starting to get the napalm stacks up. There's the buyback from Envy. Buyback into the Horde. Just back online in time. Can they chase down some kills? They'll get PPD. Doesn't look like they'll get anything more though. Zai and Pycat. And 33, who has the shapeshift back online. He's turning back in with the BKB. But there we have it. The call into the lasso. They're disabling. But do they have the damage to finish off 33? They don't for now. But it saves the Universe. Universe will be able to get back. Only just there as the creeps do start to beat down upon him.
And not the worst trade in the world for Fnatic, as
it's a lot of buybacks, but at the same time, 33 is bought back, PPD is bought back, OpTic themselves buying back because they want to get themselves into the pit. They know without the Horn, this is a chance for them to get that Aegis and a cheese, and if they can then sort of stall the games themselves to the, or even just go for the push, they could really just go all in now with the fact that they know Fnatic themselves don't have the buybacks on the big cause, on Eternal Envy.
Yeah, and if Kunkka had buyback at this point, he would have used it for that fight.
They're heading over to the pit. Fnatic, they're going to be able to stop OpTic from getting away from this, it looks.
If they could take this for themselves, they could reset the game here, but they don't have the easiest way to hit this Roshan. The best that they can do is defend it and keep OpTic away from this area.
A very sort of tense situation now for both teams this next sort of 6 minutes or so, with the buybacks being expended in that last minute of gameplay on some major cores for both sides.
Envy has the 500 health talent, a lot tankier now. Fnatic pushing forward, DJ gonna spot this. They don't have the easiest way to take it themselves, so they just have to play defense. And OpTic, they should be nervous about this too. They committed a lot of buybacks for that. 33 thought that was their opportunity to just end the game because Envy waited so long to commit the buyback, he just assumed he didn't have it. And if you're wondering why Envy was waiting so long, he thought he could get away with it.
Still around that pit though. OpTic.
Universe pops the Firefly. They want to keep them away from this area. Lincoln's still available on him. 33 just hitting this Roche on his team, creating this ring around him. They're going to go back in.
The Horn's back online. Fnatic, they've got the honors. PPD. Quick 9 member, there's Envy. Popping the Horn, getting the vision that they need. They'll look towards PPD first. BKB's out for 60. He's got the Sun. The Force, they're trying to save Envy. There's the bow coming in. They're trying to get the damage out. Can he find the big tiebreaker? Hits no. Could the Berserker's call there? They control Arbed. Arbed, he's gone. He's dead. He does have buyback available. Universe gets the lasso here onto the dogs, but it doesn't matter. Even though he's holding down 33 of the walls, they can't kill him off. Now Arbed will buy back. They know that they can't let OpTic get this Roshan. Fnatic
getting it themselves is so hard.
TJ falling incredibly low there in that situation, going down to 20 HP. He has to get himself away as the Lycan's walls are on their way over. Quickly cut them down. It's back towards the pit. Fnatic, they're heading in. Top lane starting to get pushed over by the stronger creeps that OpTic have at the moment. But at this point of the game, all of Fnatic's called, and they have Zai. DJ with the stolen Berserker's call, that extra bit of lockdown into the torrent. Can they finish him off? But no Pycat. Again, he's on top of the Berserker's all the stun. Arbed in trouble, he's gone. Arbed now dead without buyback. And Zai knows, straight back in. He'll buy back. Pilot Eye is trying to pull OpTic away from the pit, but that'll be 2 down on Fnatic as well. 33 chasing down DJ, he's gonna fall. The crits come in, that 3 down on Fnatic. OpTic, they've opened up the pit. They're heading in for Roshan, Aegis and Cheese, and there's nothing that Envy and Universe can do to stop that.
And they are in an impossible situation now. No haunt available for 25 more seconds, no buybacks available. Fnatic likely to get mega creeped here, and I think this is something they just have to give up.
OpTic with the Lycan, with the Leshrac, they can take these structures pretty quickly. OpTic, they'll move towards bottom, and as you say, Fnatic, can they do anything to stop this? They'll the jump in. The actual Nightmare from PPD actually saves Envy a little bit, but it doesn't matter. They don't need to kill the Spectre at this point. They just need to kill the buildings. 10 seconds and they'll have to back up. Envy trying to commit here with the Horn, trying to put a stop to it, but there's the feed script. PPD, he gets the grab, holds Envy down. Universe comes in with the lasso to cancel the grip, trying to allow Envy to get back. There's Pilot Eye, he's back. Can they keep Envy alive? They can. Envy, he'll survive. CJ goes for the telekinesis, holding Pycat in place, but they get the structures. OpTic, they'll get the mega creeps. They have to get out of here now. The full lineup of Fnatic is back up. As OpTic got what they came for. Sure, they lost Pycat, they lost PPD, but they got the barracks. Look at this TP, the TP across from Arbed to the Shrine. He looks for 33, but 33, he pops the BKB, he's not messing around.
Universe now coming in.
Doesn't have lasso available though. So OpTic, they're retreating. He does manage to remove the link because they have the Yule Scepter. That's going to be enough to hold CCNC down for Envy to close the gap. He'll pop the cheese CCNC, but no sort of Gorgonzola's going to save him as Envy will get the kill. That's CCNC now dead for 80 seconds. Fnatic, they're up against mega creeps, but there's no Razor for quite some time. Still though, tier 2s in 2 lanes. I don't know how much Fnatic are going to get done with this, but they're heading straight towards the base. And then they realize, hang on boys, there's still tier 2s in both these lanes, and hang on, all the ways are pushed back into their own base. They got to back up, but they're holding on somewhat here, Will.
Highlight Die getting stuck by these creeps, barely finding the angle out of there. Stays for a second to throw down the Ignite.
PPD.
He's gone.
He has. He's got the Nightmare, Zai. He's going in, quick force to try and break up the combo, but Zai, Yule Scepter onto Envy. Envy has the mantle, but he's going to get caught out by this stun. Can Envy get himself out of this one? He'll disarm the Lycan with the halberd, turning towards Zai, but Zai, he's got the Eon just keeping him alive. DJ, he'll fall. Envy trying to fight against Zai here, but he gets stunned up. Feed script again. PPD holding Envy down. Is there any way they can save for the base? Arbed, he's having to look after it. The creeps are destroying it. Envy, he's almost certainly going to fall. OpTic, they've got the kills, they've got the game. GG, well played is called as OpTic are able to close it up. They had the lead for that entire